So if you find this important, tell them, tell him, tell the Mr. President, Donald Trump, that this is important to me. Because right now, we're entering another stage of the election, and during this time, they want to know, all of them on every side wants to know what matters to you and what would improve their approval rating. And if this is something that is important to you, then it should be something important to them. Tell all of the people in politics, in our Congress, that this matters to you. And that the only way that they will ever have your vote is if they take into consideration the matters that are important to you. Because let's face it, the way that things have been done for a number of elections now is that they just present themselves and people try to pick and choose while making very big compromises to what they personally believe and feel is important over a guy or a woman who has some of it but not all of it, and you just pick whoever has the most things that you agree with. It's not a place. America has become a place now where it's not like the people's voice is really being heard or mattered, because at some point down the line we thought our voices and our opinions no longer matter. And so we don't talk, we don't speak up about what is important to us. But in order for this democratic republic system to work properly, we have to give them a clear idea and picture about what the people's needs are. And if you feel that a need is protecting our environment, then you need to speak up about that. You need to tell them that this is important to us. And whatever they decide to do with that information, whether they decide to provide, and I mean like really provide a solution, then you can say, yes, this is somebody that I would want to vote for. But until we as the American people make it aware in their consciousness what is important to us, they're just going to be throwing shots in the dark in terms of candidates at us that we might not necessarily completely entirely agree with, who don't have our best interests at heart. And it's not any fault of their own other than we haven't told them what our needs are. And they're just making guesswork. So no more guesswork, no more compromising our values as American people. We need to speak up about what is important to us. And they need to take in consideration what is important to us in order to earn our vote. So if the planet is important to you, tell him, tell them, tell all of them that it's important, and that this needs to be something that is on the table, not just the liberal platform. I'm talking about all platforms. If this is something that dire and that important, it needs to be on all political platforms, that it is something that we as Americans are going to work toward to improving life and the quality of it overall. Peace and love. God bless. And I hope that you guys make this an important, prominent issue on every ballot, whether it is conservative or liberal. It is not about that, like I said. It is about survival. And we're all living on this planet, and it is a resource that is important to each and every one of us, whether we are liberal